Hey guys, welcome back. This is Lucid. We're jumping back into Bumble Rumble. It's turn 41. So if you recall in the last episode, we had a rather decisive defeat in the Battle of Pelagia. It was expensive for our adversary, and our adversary is getting very poor. So it turns out that's okay. And it was risky, right? We knew it was risky when we were trying it. But yeah, I don't regret it exactly. I think we did pretty good. But anyway, I think it was kind of a necessary loss in a way. Storming forts is hard, especially killing monoliths. I'm not going to beat myself up for dying to a monolith. Honestly, it could have been a rainbow. It wouldn't have mattered. The fact it was a really strong chassis didn't really matter. We found some sites, though. We found a Garden of Pearls, which is really good. It's an Astral 2 site. And a Boiling Bog, which is really good. I think it's fire water. We found a gem deposit. So let's go check these out. They're all in the same spot. Garden of Pearls, Boiling Bog, and then a gem deposit. So this is now a super valuable province. It's 4 gems and high income. So we're going to want to be protecting that. Okay, and then we have a battle down here where our thug is attacking the Shark Tribe. So we can see he's staying pretty low fatigue. The encumbrance is going to be a bigger deal when he's doing spellcasting. When he goes to attack, it should drop pretty rapidly. Ice Shield is going down. Okay, now he starts smacking the shit out of him. Ice Shield gives you this. It's basically like Air Shield, but it's in the water. So yeah, nobody's hurt. His defense is 0, but it doesn't matter. He's just smacking the shit out of everybody. Who wants to get their shit smacked? Okay. So that's nice. Did we name this guy? Not sure. Let's go check and make sure we name him. Yeah, Pertulus. Okay. Pelagia, we have a battle. Okay, so he is running out with a little gym baiter. Trying to bait out some stuff, but the good thing is we have quickness on our guys, and boom, we run in. These guys they almost got him. Cavalry with, that's really high combat speed. Yeah, okay, and so we got some gems, and then some scale changes, and we busted open the fort. And probably most importantly, we researched construction. So, this is a super high population province we took. And we are going to get about... Actually, we should probably... Let's see if we can voice of Tiamat it. Okay, we can. Which means this guy doesn't need to site search. Instead, let's let him go ahead and build rock walls. One thing I'm going to need to do is build a temple down here and start getting my Dominion out. To do that, I mean, we have pretty not bad scales in here, but we're not benefiting. You only benefit from a lot of these scales, like the income side, if you take... what do you call it? If it's in your own Dominion. So we need to get our Dominion here. To get a guy over there, we're going to do a Starshine Skullcap, and then we'll probably teleport one of these mages, who are also priests. And so they can then go build a temple, rather than spend four turns marching. I would say a mage turn is worth 2 gems. Or however much teleport is. Yeah. So that's probably what we'll do. Okay, so we're going to build a rock wall. We're going to site search death, which is not going to be covered by Voice of Tiamat. I think everything else is pretty well site searched. Okay, yeah. One thing you'll notice is I haven't done a perfect job searching Holy. I probably should try to do that better. There's a decent chance, like this, an ancient temple. Finding one of these is a big deal. It's a big enough deal I do need to go about site searching Holy. Actually, let's just have you do it up to 3. Now, site searching Holy 1 is more important than site searching Holy 3. There's a few Holy 3 sites, and I'm not sure you're going to get them underwater. But it is something that I should kind of have my guys do. We're making more Coral Queens in this area of the world. Because I really want to win the Dominion War on this front. We also see that he's kind of heavily recruiting here. It's a little scary. I think one thing I want to see, and I don't know if I can see it, is I want to see what he's got patrolling here. And I don't know what he's going to do. The problem is these armies are getting stronger, and with a lot of mage support, it's going to get tricky. And I don't want to get soul slayed is the other thing. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do. But one thing I am sure about is we've got a Thistle Mace on this guy, and he's going to march out with some troops and a boatload of gems, and we're going to go sit on top of Pelagia with them. And then that Thistle Mace, in conjunction with these, he's got nature gems too, is going to come in here and foul vapors the shit out of the inside of his capital, and then hopefully we can take it the turn after. So that is the plan. We're going to be moving our shit over here. I want to attack, but I don't have any gems on these mages. I would have to use them as thugs. If he spams out a ton of swarm, I mean, like, what's worst case, right? Worst case is he combines the army on whichever fort I go to, which would be this one, which is a very reasonable thing to do. Because he may look at this and say, okay, this army is going to attack here. I'm going to combine armies, and yeah. If he does that, I'm kind of going to be screwed. One thing I may want to do, and I haven't done it yet, do I have an Amulet of Anti-Magic? No. So I think I need to forge one of those. One thing is I'm forging way more things than I have hammers, so I'm going to be cranking out a hammer every turn for a while. And my earth income should support that for a good long while. But I'm wasting a lot of gems by not using hammers, but I really need this stuff. So right now I'm okay wasting astral, which is normally something I don't want to waste, but whatever. Fire, I think, are my most useful gem, oddly enough, right now, because I really want lightless lanterns. So I'm using hammers on those wherever I can. Except here. I think my god is using a hammer, which we might take off of him. I think we might give it to you. I really do want to protect my fire gems. And I've also gotten word back from, if you recall, I had said last episode that I was going to ask Pangea who's on top. So there's 20 Movark Knights here, plus this army. Is possible I can take it, maybe. I have to test it, and I haven't tested it between then and now when I'm recording this. So, I do need to test it. If I test it, I'm going to delay the Ring of Sorcery and attack. If I'm off on my... And part of that's because it's in my Dominion, which means I'm going to get 2 Reinvigoration, I'm going to have a bit more HP. So, anyway, it's an option. The gear we would have, I'd probably get rid of the Burning Pearl, and we'd get an Amulet of the Fish. I don't think I have any... I have a Vine Shield, shit. So I can test it with the Vine Shield. It is definitely possible it could work. I think it would work with the Vine Shield, actually. Shit. Actually, guys, you know what? We're going to do it. I'm going to show you kind of how I test. Because I think that will be more fun. Atlantis, yes, test. So I think, is my god... Here's my god. So I've already got this set up. So we'll take this off. I don't know about the coral shield here. I think we're going to go for... Let's forge the items we need. So in this case, we'll do a main gauche of parrying, which I think might be the item here, and a vine shield. And we have the amulet of the fish. Okay, now this has one... I need to get one of these provinces to 1 dominion. And I need an army of Yes. So now we have to get, like, something that approximates Yes's army, which, if I'm perfectly honest, I'm not totally sure what that is. Okay, so here's Holy 3. So let's have them come back. He has a bunch of these guys, too. Do we have any of those here? There's a few. So we'll do this, and then I'm just going to do this a few more turns. Okay, so here's our Holy 3. He said there's about 20 Movark Knights. So let's assume that half of them are on hold and attack, and half of them are on attack closest, which I think was what he did in that fort battle we saw. And then he's got these guys. And we'll have them move here. And then let's say he's got some crossbowmen. Don't need that many. I think he had probably like 30 crossbowmen. We'll move them here. And then we'll just take all these guys and we'll go attack here. Put these in like 2 squads. And I have no idea what his script will be. I'll just do something that's maybe not perfectly optimal, but is okay. Now these are cap-only mages, so him getting a ton out to join in the siege is going to be tricky. So, and I've got this. I should have something pretty close to his bless. I don't know if it's the exact same thing, but it's pretty close. So we'll do that. Okay, now this is in 1 Yes Dominion right now. Which, do we lose anything? No. Okay. So, I think we're going to wait here. He's not going to have any PD. So now I'm going to get this to be 1 Atlantean Dominion. Okay. Hide and Preach. Okay, we have 1 Atlantean Dominion. So now we're going to teleport this guy in, and we're going to give him a main gauche, something like this. We'll see if this matters, having this high defense. Body Ethereal is like almost, or it's not very important. I care about that more. Okay, and I've got all the right gear. And he's cursed just like my dude is, so that's nice. He's coming with a little bit more base HP. But whatever, we'll just, well, that's kind of an important condition. Where could we go that's like kind of close to what we have in our game? 7? I don't think we're at 7. Well, we're just gonna go. We'll see how close it is. And here we go. Here's an actual battle. So those are the most important two. Iron Skin and Temper Flesh. Now, one of the important things will be how quickly it takes for my Vine Shield to die. These crossbowmen hurt. We are getting afflictions out the wazoo here. What have we gotten already? Chest wound, never healing wound? Okay. Yeah, we're kind of getting a lot of afflictions. So that chest wound hurt, but... And there the Kraken goes. And they're doing False Horror, which is not something Yes will probably be casting, but we'll see. So, okay, 3 afflictions to wipe out a Yessian army and probably claim a fort for myself. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is. I think that is worth it, and I think that kit works. I think without the Vine Shield, I end up taking a little bit too much chip damage. And it's possible we lose our god. Which honestly is not the end of the world. We have enough Holy Threes we can get him back in a couple turns. So I think we're going to try it. If nothing else, then just to entertain you guys. And I don't have a nap with anybody this game. This is a 0 nap game for me so far. And maybe we'll do it the whole game that way. 0 naps. Olm had wanted to nap me. But yeah, I think we're gonna do it, guys. I think we're gonna YOLO super freaking hard. Actually, there's one more thing we have to check. And that is how important defense was for all of this. Okay, our defense is pretty high. Their attack is 16, 17, or 18. Yeah, so our defense stayed pretty high, which means we were getting a fair amount of parry checks. And what that means is it's highly likely that this shield is the difference between us surviving or not surviving. And once we're not completely surrounded, you can see it actually gets pretty high, where we're going to be dodging a lot of it. And then if we get Body Ethereal off, we're going to be in very good shape. Like once we have Body Ethereal off, we're kind of money. Because we're going to be dodging... And it might be that I should move Body Ethereal up in my script. Well, let's watch it one more time. I want to see how much Astral Shield does versus... Okay, there goes Astral Shield. We've got... three guys paralyzed. It looks like it's keeping about 3 guys paralyzed. Which, if you think about it, that's negating 3 attacks. It's negating 9 attacks. If, on the other hand, we were to do Body Ethereal, it's only going to block, like, 1 attack. But it'll block it from potentially 8 guys. So I think Astral Shield's better, actually. Body Ethereal's better for the Chaff, but the Chaff kind of get wrecked by Vine Shield. So I think Astral Shield is better. And then I think Earth Power is really good in case I do get a chest wound. So I think my original script was right. So maybe it's kind of good that I show y'all some of this. I think it's kind of boring and all that, how one tests, but it is, I think, an important part. I feel like I hear more people talking about testing in games now than I used to. And I know it's something people have always done, but it could be, I don't think a lot of YouTube channels talked about it much. So, I don't know, maybe I have inadvertently popularized it in some way, which would be a little unfortunate, because testing's kind of boring. And I don't test, in no way do I test everything, right? Because you could definitely over-test, or you get some kind of false confidence that you shouldn't have, and people are switching up what they're doing. And the game's less fun, right? So I YOLO all the time. But with my god into Movark Knights, I mean, we're going to YOLO, but we're YOLOing after testing. So we're not doing the ring. This is, I think we're going to... I like the Affliction resistance, I like the luck, I like the defense. I think we're going to give up this. And I think we're going to get the Vine Shield. Now we have really high defense. And the Frostbrand is going to chop up some Ysian Knights, some Morvark Knights. I don't think this is going to be quite as helpful versus horrors, but I think that's okay. The other good thing about attacking is we have a lab nearby, so I can just walk back to the lab. Or I can storm this fort, depending on what I want to do. Potentially I can even take this province from them. The thing is, if I don't know where Yis is, and I could look, I think it matters which side of the lake they're on. If they're on this side of the lake, it is such a long time. It's like a year for them to get shit over here. So, I think that's it, guys. I think we're gonna YOLO super freaking hard. The YOLO drop. So this is the wrong script. We're gonna do Iron Skin, which is gonna block a lot of the damage. Temper Flesh, which is gonna block half the damage. Then we're going to do Astral Shield, which is going to block more. Then Earth Power, which is going to keep us from getting fatigued out. And then Body Ethereal, which will block even more. And then I think we're going to send a message to Yis saying, we just wanted to see what was going on over here. Didn't want Pan to have all the fun without me. YOLO! Okay, so this is going to start a war, which is dangerous because this one isn't over. But I think it's going to be very difficult to ignore Yes, and it's going to be very difficult for us to remain at peace for a long time. The problem... Okay, what's a problem potentially that could come with doing this? Now, I could make peace, but just say I want this fort. But I want to do it... I could do it in a nice way, but I would rather do it where I kill his armies. Because the thing is, he has like a big stick. He can run around with these armies and kill a bunch of shit. But, yeah. If I kill his armies, then he doesn't really have a big stick anymore. So, I think... And actually, if I'm doing that now, all of a sudden it's like, okay, how much... Like, maybe I need to bring more guys... Like, maybe I bring some indies here? Piers Arco is getting, like, literally all of these dudes. You know what I think I do? We're making Armor of the Knights for him. This is going to be kind of a thug. We're also making boots. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just enough guys that we can safely siege down this if I need to. Yeah. And I think we're going to take this. It's a nice kind of high income, I mean a kind of high population province. It's connected to the water, right? So it's only one away from my water infrastructure. It puts me in range to very quickly threaten Pangaea. The other thing I can start doing is I can start raiding Yis's land. Or potentially, like, coming over here to take this. Like, maybe I even could take this army, start sieging this down. Might do that a turn later. I do have a big army here, though. I don't have any evocation research, really. I mean, I need evocation 5, which will be a bit of a ways in coming. But once I have evocation 5, I could definitely win a fight on land. I think we're gonna have to... I think we're actually... This army, which I'm moving around, I think is gonna come for this fort, actually. And I think they're gonna need some mage support. Like, primarily an earth mage, actually. Which could just be this guy. Like, he can just do Strength of Giants on them, or Legions of Steel, and that will be, I think, enough to take this fort. Or I can just send him in as a thug, and I don't think... Like, it's very, very possible Yis is not going to have what they need to take this fort. So, what I can do, and I think this is what I will do, is I think we're going to send this guy on top, and we're going to take this fort. We're going to continue building. Okay. Now, what I'll be able to do from there is this guy can raid into the rest of Yis's land. This guy is going to be able to teleport, I think. Let's just have him cast a spell. We'll see how far away these... Do you have any spell you can cast that... Okay, we'll have to kind of guesstimate. 4? So he can make it, if I think teleport 6. So 6 should be able to go hit, like, this line of stuff. So we can potentially send in another thug next turn, or the turn after, depending... I might not have forged enough gear. Like, if we kit him out... Okay, he's definitely missing some stuff. But maybe I go ahead and just forge it. Like, what's all the stuff we're missing? We're going to need more boots, because we're making one set of boots, but I might need to make another. We're going to need... Where's our Earth guys? Man, most of our Earth guys are fighting. Holy shit. Bracers of Protection. No, Armor of Knights. Or it could be And maybe this is a better item for thugging. Breath of Winter. Could be this is the better item. I'm also going to need a Ring of Regeneration, though. So I think you're going to make the Ring of Regeneration. And you're going to make Boots of the Messenger. And then the only slot I think we haven't filled yet, and I may actually have one of these lying around. No, I don't. Is I think the final slot is it's probably Bracer of Protection. Yeah, I think that's it. It could be... No, it wouldn't be. I think that's it. Do we have a hat somewhere? Does he need a better hat? He does need a better hat, because he doesn't have... But anybody can make it. I think that will be good. Oh no, he's going to have a Starshine Skull Cap, so he doesn't need that. Okay, good. I don't want to waste fire gems. Okay, so we have another thug who can teleport in and start raiding. Now, okay, what is the risk of doing this? Because now that I've already gone and set my whole thing up. The risk of doing this is that Relay can join in this war, and then I'll be fighting 2 underwater nations, or 3 potentially if I haven't finished Pelagia. And Relay would wreck my god, because they can magic duel him with cap-only mages that will have a good chance of killing him. Yeah. But hopefully, I will have... Where's my guy? Oh, this guy's coming out. Okay, so hopefully in a couple turns, we'll be able to take Pelagia with some trickery. The thing we are doing this turn is we're doing a gym bait. So we're going to do Resist Magic, Twist Fate, Personal Luck, Twist Fate, Retreat. And I've got 2 guys guarding him. Which honestly we could give him a... And I probably should use my shittier troops for this rather than my good ones. Do they have shitty MR? Anybody here have Oh, these guys actually have decent MR. Maybe we use them. These are like my highest MR troop, actually. So, hold an attack. Okay. I think we'll just get all the gem baiting out we can, and then we'll have him run. And if he dies, such is life. Hopefully we get some gems for him. Turn this off. So if at any point he casts Twist Fate redundantly, like he hasn't taken damage, then yeah, it'll be kind of good, because I actually should think about Twist Fating my god some to avoid Soul Slays, but it will be kind of good, because then he will probably make a Water Elemental. I'm not sure of that, but it might be. So... And that's okay. If he dies, I really don't care. Okay, attack closest. So we're moving this army in now, or this small army, to potentially siege this down. I think when my god goes on top of it, that he will take over the siege, and the fort will stay broken, and then I can send my god inside. Which would really be ideal, because then I go ahead and get this fort, and then I can put this under siege and potentially spread my dominion out this way. And I'll be set up to very quickly because this is a big army moving in. Like, fair amount of siege strength. Which maybe I should just put these guys and like move out some mage support with it too, which I probably should. Bigger army. Never healing wound. Well, maybe we keep you in the lab. Let's put it on someone else. Okay, would you need water gems? What would you use water gems for? We could do... Anti-magic potentially could be useful. Quickness, sometimes useful. Water elemental spam, not going to be as great. So I think we're going to do that. Moving this thug on top is going to stop any recruitment he has. And if he doesn't have anything inside which he thinks can kill this thug, then when I move this small army on top of it next turn, I can move my thug out to go kind of raid other stuff. And I think that will all be good. The thing that's going to suck is I won't know where any of his Movarks are because of Glamour. But if I get... Taking some of these provinces and putting some PD in it will go a long way to helping me kind of with that problem. So, yeah, this is pretty aggressive play from me for now. I mean, some nations I'm pretty aggressive with, but this nation is really, you have to play him opportunistically, I think. And this is an opportunity that I don't think I can miss. So I think we're going to seize it. We have one of you guys. We'll make you instead. I don't want these amphibious or these aquatic ones. I'd rather get amphibious leader. Okay. Which means this guy's going to be stuck building the fort a little longer than normal. There's no way PD's going to kill me here, I don't think. Now, Yis has better thugs than me, too. Like, their people are better. But they're cap only. And I was going to say they can't teleport, but they can cloud trapeze. So I could be getting myself in a bad situation. Not sure. We'll find out. But Yis is definitely a little bit overextended right now after they've lost all their knights. And I want to take advantage of that. And I think killing this army is a great way to start. Now, one thing I can do, and this is really just in case... I think we're actually just going to script you to retreat. If there's a battle here, I want you to run. But we're going to start getting these guys. But it's possible that this extra 2 siege defense will push me over like some kind of threshold if there's an army inside. If not, I'll have to just wait for more troops. I would really like it to break this fort this turn. Oh, we have these guys here too. That's only 2 siege. It's not worth it. I mean, I know this guy's the same. He's only 2. But... Or he's 2.6. But these guys, it's more mage turns. Some of them have items. And actually, this guy will be good to go in with my god. He can basically summon some fire elementals and leave. For storming the fort. So, interesting. I'm kind of just... I think what I'm doing with this nation, and I don't really normally do it as much, I'm just going with the flow. I'm like just seeing little opportunities, and I keep taking each little opportunity. And when you're not in naps with anyone, that you can kind of do that. Okay, let's double check our YOLO script. Iron Skin, Tipper Flesh, Astral Shield, Summon Earth Power, Body Ethereal Attack closest. If he is on Hold and Attack, all his guys are on Hold and Attack, nobody's on Attack closest. Which I don't think he will, because he's storming the fort. He probably wants to get people through the walls. Things are going to go a lot better. Right? If he's on... everybody's... Yeah. If everybody's on Attack closest, I'm probably going to get all afflicted. I don't think I'm going to lose, unless there's something I really didn't plan on. But I've got a lot of my bases covered. I don't have shock resistance. So he could lightning bolt me. For sure. And I'll actually have lightning weakness. I'm okay with that, actually. I mean, that is a risk. I don't think he has enough mage support where I'm really going to get, like, lightning bolted to death. And I'm going to say that, and then it's going to freaking happen. But we'll see. Okay, so I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a slightly long episode. But at least it bears the promise that next episode will be very interesting. Take care, guys. See ya.